Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing absolutely fine. And in today's video, we are going to talk about Novak Djokovic, a person who has inspired me in a lot of ways. And this video is for him. This video is also about his book, which he wrote back in 2013 or 14. So I hope you enjoy this video. That was Novak Djokovic's journey. Now, those of you who don't follow tennis that much, let me tell you, tennis is one of the most interesting sports of all time, and I have been watching it for years now, and I absolutely love this guy, Novak Djokovic. He's a great sportsman. He's someone who is too much indulged in a lot of good practices on the court, off the court. In the month of March, I had a pleasure to write for his foundation, and I wrote an article on how early childhood education is important and how it improves your cognitive development of children. So I'll link that, and I'm not promoting it in any way, but yeah, you can go and check that out, that article out. Coming back to the book, Serve to Win. Serve to Win talks about an inspiring journey of Novak Djokovic. So any tennis fan who's watching, he would probably know that 2008 was the first time Novak Djokovic won the Australian Open, and that was also one of the first times that he won a Grand Slam. But after that, there were a series of injuries and a series of mental illness that he went through. And the only way he got out of it was through removing a lot of things from his diet. And this is the book Serve to Win. It came out in 2013, and it actually it is titled, the subtitle of this is the 14-day gluten-free plan for physical and mental excellence, Novak Djokovic. This book is what we are going to review in this video. In this book, Djokovic recounts his personal experiences and shares the pivotal moment that led him to adopt a gluten-free diet. So it is not a 14-day gluten-free plan, but he actually goes through how gluten affected his body and how being gluten-free helped him achieve success. Now, one of the most important things to note is that Novak Djokovic, when he was a child, he was born in Serbia, and his parents used to run a pizza store. So he was too much exposed to bread and gluten-based diet. But in 2010, when he decided that he has to give up all these things, and once he gives up in 2010, 2011 saw one of the greatest players in the making, Novak Djokovic, who recently won 23 Grand Slams after defeating Casper Ruud in the finals of French Open. In 10 days, we have Wimbledon. I don't know when this video comes out, but whenever this video comes out, I think Wimbledon would probably be going on. So keep on watching Novak Djokovic. Let's talk about the important aspects which are mentioned in this book. First one is the power of nutrition. And these are my notes. I'm thinking to start a blog where I can share my book notes with you. So just in case you want to go through the notes as well. So in a non-fiction book, I think taking notes is pretty important. So these are a few notes which I made while I was reading this book. So I realized that this book has like three very important aspects. First of which is the power of nutrition, and Djokovic is talking about the power of nutrition and how nutrition plays an important role in any athlete's life, and what is the proper significance of a proper diet and a proper nutrition in achieving optimal athletic success. That is talked about in this book. In the first half of this book, he talks about the power of nutrition. He also talks about some meal plans which you might be able to adapt if you are gluten allergic. There are also mentions of a few tests which you can do to realize to see if your body is gluten allergic. The second part is that he talks about mindfulness, which I love about it. He says that he started to journal, he started to write grateful notes. he emphasizes on the role of mindfulness. He also talks about how being in the present is very, very important, and not worrying about the future is very important. He enhances on overall well-being of a human being who is playing tennis, who is playing at such a high level. He shares practical techniques and insights into his own mindfulness practices, which includes journaling, and he inspires readers to explore the benefits of calm and a focused mind. I think if you watch the games in a Grand Slam final where he's at its peak, he's a mental beast. And my first tattoo was inspired by him. He has this wolf mentality, leading the pack, and that's what I have on my hand. I have it like I'll attach a photo of it. So there's a wolf, and the wolf was actually inspired by Novak Djokovic, and Sin Miedo is in Spanish, which means no fear. Coming back to the book, the third aspect is the personal thoughts which are given. So the personal anecdotes and the personal journey which Djokovic shares, it inspires readers to overcome the obstacles, and I'm sure it will definitely inspire you as well. On this channel, I have reviewed not just Novak Djokovic's book, I have also read Rafa's book, and I did it last, I think, 2 years back. And that book also teaches a lot of mental health importance to us. I always look for some positives in every book I read. So here are a few positives from this book. One of the major things is that Djokovic's personal experiences makes this book very engaging and very, very relatable, because I have seen a lot of videos of him and I can actually picturize which match he's talking about when he's mentioning that. Even though it was written in 2013, it came out in 2013, till then Djokovic hadn't won a lot of Grand Slams. Today he has 23 Grand Slams. I think he should write a second part of this book. The book provides a wealth of information on gluten-free diets, and it is very, very informative. Even if you are not gluten-free and even if you have no allergies, you can definitely get to learn a lot of potential benefits which he shares in this book. And third is the inclusion of mindfulness practices. I think every one of my age needs that. It has a positive impact. Anyone who's watching this should practice mindfulness, and because it just has a positive impact on you. कट करके वापस शुरू करेंगे. Critique. So there are critics everywhere, and I think one of the major critique which when I googled, and I saw that many people wanted to have more of a scientific explanation. I mean, he's not a doctor, come on, he's a tennis player, he plays tennis, he's not a doctor, and he has mentioned it himself so many times in the book that he's not a doctor. You can go on and have more scientific explanation and research, but it actually talks about a tennis player's way of living and what he eats, and I think that's a very, very inspirational journey. And this is a very inspirational and very informative book, and it offers valuable insights into his diet. And we don't actually see so many athletes coming up, and there are so many athletes, we never see them coming up and revealing their whole diet plan. He does it in this book, and you can, it serves as a guide for athletes, professionals, working professionals as well, because he talks about how you should be very, very energetic at what times at what duration of the particular day. So that's pretty interesting, and his personal experiences makes it very, very practical and a valuable resource to reach out to. So that's it with the book review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are liking the channel's content in the past few days. I hope you enjoyed today's review. And the recent read which I'm doing is, the recent book which I'm reading is The House with No Windows, which I'll try to finish it soon, and I'll try to review that soon. So keep on watching and like, share and subscribe to the channel. I'll keep on coming with more book reviews in the coming days. So keep on watching. Thanks. Bye bye.